Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, or whenever you are watching this. This is the Total Divas Wrap Up. I am the maddest of the mics, Mad Mike here in Poughkeepsie, New York. And with me, as always, is the lovely and vivacious and inappropriate emoji using Jen Carlins. How are
Hello,
you, Jen?
hello, Michael. I have found that I've been sending inappropriate emojis to people.
Yes. Never send a tongue and a eggplant in the same emoji unless you have a very lavish garden.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Yes.
Now I have to. Oh, cranky.
Well, you can't delete them now, Jen. So, all right.
I'm deleting my life.
Well, Jen, if you want to delete your life, there's a good way to do that. That's a horrible segue. We have a new site about independent wrestling. We have a new site about independent wrestling where you can literally spend the rest of your life watching independent wrestling. Go to indiewrestling.us. We have tons and tons and tons of stuff from all the independent promotions around Pittsburgh. You can see a lot of early stuff from guys like CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Colt Cabana, all crazy stuff like that, as well as a lot of new stuff from IWC, ROH, Vicious Outcast Wrestling. Just go there, enjoy it. It's plenty of fun.
Tons.
All right. So, Jen.
Yes.
I'm gonna go on record and say this is the worst Total Divas episode that has to do with the Bellas and the bar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't they have enough on their plate right now?
You would think, what with, Nikki trying to get married and Brie trying to have kids and
then, they're talking, and then JJ, who I just want to punch in the fucking face.
I don't even remember his name.
I think it's
honestly.
JJ.
No, but all right, so the Bellas want to open up a workout studio.
Yes.
That is apparently a bar studio. I've never heard of these, but apparently it's like ballet for adults.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them that are opening up around here in the Pittsburgh area, and I guess it's a good workout.
I mean, I could see why it would be, but all right, I guess. But yeah, so the Bellas want to open up their own studio, and they want it to be just like the Bella Bar Studio. I don't know, that's a horrible name. But Nikki brought up that, I believe that it came about that when Nikki and Brie are on the road, who's going to run their studio? And Nikki suggested that's when Mama and Brother Bella can take over. And Brie didn't like that.
No, she didn't. But who's going to run it when you're on tour?
Yeah, but that's why you hire managers.
Well, yeah, I know that, but that's what I'm saying. If you're not around and you want to open a business, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Oh, no. It's a horrible idea, just straight up and down. They should not be doing this now while they're still in the peak of their career, I guess. But yeah, no, it's a horrible idea from top to bottom, because if you're starting a business, you need to be there all the time.
Oh my gosh, totally.
Yeah. But I don't know, the Bella storyline wasn't even funny this week.
It was annoying. It was a filler.
Yeah, honestly, I did not like this episode of Total Divas, and that's the first time I can really say that in a while.
It was bad. The only thing I did enjoy was Brother Uso and Trinity / Naomi. Loved it.
Yeah, Naomi became a soccer mom.
She did. When he came out of the garage and he's like, "We got a minivan."
I mean, to be fair, kids who are that young should not be riding around in the back of a Mustang.
No, but
They
I
shouldn't
mean,
be. They shouldn't be. I mean, let's be honest. I don't have kids, but I know that. I know that much about children is that you should not have them in the back of a Mustang.
no, but I mean, if that's what you got and you don't have the funds to get something else, then Junior can ride in the back of a Mustang.
Well, all right. So basically, Naomi and I forget his. I just call him John Uso. I forget if it's Jimmy or Jay. They are going to become more full-time parents.
Yes, they moved to Pensacola from Tampa and bought a house. It's a cute house. I like it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Nothing inside of it yet. They got a couch and they got a TV.
Yes, but that's really all you need. I mean, let's be honest.
I know. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's like one pot, a pan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
As long as you have cable and internet, everything's fine.
In a bed.
Yes. But yeah, so the kids showed up and Naomi had a few surprises for them.
Yeah.
She rented an entire bounce house.
And a petting zoo.
And a petting zoo, yeah.
She overdid it a little bit.
Just a skosh.
Just a skosh.
Tiny bit. Like
Just
one or the other. Okay. One or the other is okay, maybe, but both.
Yeah, it was a little. It's almost. I mean, her heart was in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
But there's other ways or other things she could have done to make. Because I mean, those kids were all out of their zones and off schedule, and they were shit crazy.
They were rambunctious.
They were nuts. Now, you know, my two lovely children.
Oh, you have kids? I've never seen them before on the show.
They've never, ever popped their heads up.
No,
never.
The topics never come up either, ever.
Never. As I have called them, I have named them Tupac and Biggie.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking for new nicknames for them. So,
yeah, I don't know if I'd go with Tupac and Biggie because
it's been
life doesn't end up well for those gentlemen.
No. I think what I was going for was the way that they fight.
Yeah,
those two is the same way, but I think I could go Husky Harris and Bo Dallas.
How about Thor and Loki?
Oh, that's a good one. I want to keep it wrestling.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, all right. So Husky and Bo
Husky and Bo.
Yeah, it was interesting.
I mean, just
Naomi as parents.
It was. I mean, her heart was in the right place. I knew what she was doing. In her eyes, she was. But you can be happy-go-lucky, but then there's a time that you also have to lay the smack down and. Hey, this ain't.
And especially during the school year.
Oh, God, during the school year.
Kids got homework.
Kindergartners are going to have homework.
Yes.
Twice a week. What is that? I didn't have homework in kindergarten. I didn't have to write my name. I need a whole new podcast just to bitch about that.
Well, Tough Enough's almost off the air, so I'll leave my fingers on now. But yeah, so I mean, eventually everything got settled down, and they went out to do a little bit minor stuff like going out to dinner, and then she was like, "Oh, you guys gotta make sure you're doing homework." And all right, I mean that's the kids really actually didn't seem that misbehaving or anything like that.
No, they were really
pretty
good.
happy kids. Yeah,
they were really good kids. But I understand, baby's mama.
Yeah,
you gotta. I totally understand it,
but smacketh down.
But I totally, God, I love them on this show.
Mhm.
They just make me laugh.
Also, I don't know. Did you see their Domino's commercial?
I did. I did. It was just after it aired. I like did like a second thought. Like, was it just? And then I had to
Yeah.
rewind it back on the DVR, and I was like, well, look at that.
Yeah, they actually showed it during Tough Enough too.
I didn't see it during Tough Enough. I saw it
Yeah.
during Divas.
Yeah, because when the commercial started, it's like John Usso's trying to make a pizza. And I'm like, he looks like the Uso.
I know, that's what I thought at first.
Like that, and then Naomi walked in. I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's a commercial for them. That's really funny.
It is. I liked it. I really, really. Yeah. I liked that it was them and not Tyson and Natty.
Oh God, no! If you had Tyson and Natty try to do that commercial, it would last 25 minutes. Because first Natty would lie about ordering a pizza, and I almost made Jen Carlins put up her teeth.
And then you'd have to have those damn cats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
No.
If Cat Fancy doesn't want you, Natty, Domino's doesn't want you either.
Gosh. Ugh.
All right, so the last thing we have to talk about, and I think it's kind of funny how Total Divas and Tough Enough sync up yet again.
They really did.
Like, this week, Evil is working on a finishing move.
She should finish her way out of here.
No, stop that.
Because you can't wrestle.
All right.
But don't.
Eva bashing aside, I just think it's really funny that Brian Kendrick gave her a film of DVD of finishers to watch.
Yes.
And one of them included Sid breaking his leg.
That was Oh, I remember that.
Have you ever seen that before, Jen? You've seen that, right?
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah, okay. All right. First of all, the fact that Eva had never seen it probably doesn't speak too highly to how big of a wrestling fan she is.
Yeah.
It's like the Joe Theismann play and Exactly. That is the reaction you get. There's like two really famous wrestling injuries that everyone knows who they are and no one wants to watch them again.
No.
Sid, Sabu.
Ooh, yes.
Yep, there it is.
That's another one. No.
See, that's how you know when you're a wrestling fan, when you can say those in this context, and you don't even have to describe it. By the way, if you're watching this and you don't know what videos I'm talking about, go look them up.
Have fun.
It'll be fun. You'll understand why a certain person who we can't mention anymore got the name Crippler. Yeah. All right. Anyway,
okay.
So Eva finally decided that she was going to use Brian Kendrick's finisher, which we've seen on NXT at this point because she's had her first match in real time.
That's right.
But this was about her on-camera debut.
Yes.
Where she cut a promo.
Oh, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm shooting my kids.
And you know what? They showed a lot. Like, I don't know if this was the unedited version of that promo.
I think it was because there wasn't a lot of
talking.
I'm shooting my son with that.
I can see that.
Anyway,
are you shooting Tupac or Biggie?
It's Biggie.
But yeah, it was really weird. Like, they actually made the promo seem worse than it was on NXT.
Yes, it was. I mean, either way, it was bad. I mean, that NXT crowd tore her up.
Oh, yeah. And rightfully so, because at that point, All she had really shown was a couple of Instagram videos, and probably no one in that crowd had even seen them. So they just knew Eva from the main roster.
The main roster, who, yeah, that, oh gosh. And then I guess Eva has a match, a takeover this coming Saturday against Carmella.
Oh man!
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Bada bing, loudest fans in the ring. That's what's gonna happen.
Brooklyn, Eva's gonna cry.
Oh, I mean, wait, Jen, you mean Brooklyn? Who might be going to that?
What?
Who might be going to see Brooklyn?
No!
And I may or may not have been preparing. Wearing my Bailey shirt.
You are a hugger. You are a hugger, Michael.
I am. This is a true statement. But yeah, Brooklyn is going to be boisterous, to say the very least.
Yeah. I mean, look what they did to. Well, I mean, Carmella's from Staten Island.
Oh yeah, Carmella's gonna be over huge.
Oh gosh.
You kidding? Please.
They're gonna boo. They're gonna boo Eva Marie worse than they do John Cena.
Yeah. I've heard that I thought I heard once that there was a worse than Cena chant for Eva. Which, I mean, that'll be funny. But you know what? I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. This is the biggest showcase that she's had in wrestling coming up on Saturday.
Nope.
No. Hey, wait until you see how she performs.
No.
Carmella is not the best wrestler either.
You shut your mouth.
She's not.
Carmella is a great wrestler.
She is a great character. She is an average wrestler.
Shut your face. Take that back.
I just realized something. There are 3 Divas matches on this card for TakeOver.
I know. Are they going to show all of them?
I don't know. Probably eventually. I would say eventually. But some of them might be after the TakeOver special, like next week or something like that. But yeah. So enough about TakeOver, which I'm super excited for. So yeah, Eva decided to go with Brian Kendrick's finisher, and I really hope she calls it the sliced red number 2, because Kendrick used to call it the sliced bread. So hashtag all red everything. Blah 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 blah. So
it's gonna be a splash of red on the mat when Carmella beats her. Believe that.
Oh jeez.
I don't like her. Ever since she was a bitch to me at the Royal Rumble in Pittsburgh when I was backstage and she told me to get out of the way, I'm like, that's where it comes from. That's where the hatred comes from.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. So Jen, before we get out of here, that preview for
I can't wait for the preview, Michael. I can't wait.
So I don't think it was for next episode. I think it's just for the rest of the season.
No, I think it might have been for the next episode when Dolph Ziggler is kicking some game to Nikki Bella. I love it. I love it.
And you know it's a real thing where she calls him Nick.
I know. She didn't call him Dolph. She called him Nick. And that's his real name.
Well, yeah, or, his caddy name when he was caddying for Chavo Guerrero. But anyway.
Or Nikki!
Thank you. I didn't want to do it. I was going to have you do it.
Of course I would do it. Why would you think anything different?
Exactly. Yeah, but it looks like Dolph is taking the stealing your girlfriend aspect of his gimmick, literally.
Steal the show there, Nick.
Mm-hmm. And although there was one sad thing, we're going to eventually see Tyson Kidd's injury, and I don't want to see that.
No.
I don't want to see that at all.
No, but you know what? Maybe Natalie.
Natalie.
Natty will be nice to him.
I think she's just gonna be upset and crying.
Maybe mommy and daddy can help her.
Well, at least we know now Tyson's okay and everything like that. He's got some recovery time, but
it's all that Samoa Joe's fault.
Oh yeah. Sure it is, Brett. Sure it is. So anyway, Jen, was there anything else on Total Divas that we didn't touch on? I'm trying to think. I think I pretty much.
Paige in the swearing jar.
Oh God! All right, yeah. You know what? Next week on this show, you and I are going to institute a swearing jar. If either one of us swears, we have to do something inappropriate on camera.
Oh Lord!
Mm-hmm.
Can't we just give money to Sorg?
No, well, I mean, maybe you can. I just started my new job, so I don't have that kind of disposable funds yet. But no, we're gonna do something awkward on camera.
Who?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Could it involve a Dean Ambrose stand up?
Yes, actually it will now. It absolutely will now. I will think of something.
I'm so getting arrested when he comes to town.
Yeah, you are. It's gonna be fun.
It is.
I can't wait. What? How many weeks away is that?
September 11th.
Oh, well, nothing bad's ever happened that day. Anyway,
my mother-in-law's
I'm in New York. I'm allowed to make that joke, people. All right. So, I think that's it for Total Divas. Next week should be a little bit more interesting than this week because it's Bella financials.
I can't wait. And then they showed Nikki and John having dinner.
They do that a lot.
I know.
I think Cena just didn't want to be on the show anymore.
I don't think he did because he comes across as a dick.
That one.
Oh, it's John Cena.
That one.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
John Cena's heel turn is on the Total Divas, so
he's been a heel on the show the whole time.
Alrighty, so until next week, for
what?
Jen Carlins, I'm Mad Mike.
You know what? You can't stop me now.
Ain't gonna stop us now.